Could you imagine a herb that men can utilize to boost testosterone levels even after stopping its use? That is what we'll uncover in today's video, and we'll dive deep into Anacyclus pyrethrum, which is a potent Ayurvedic herb that has some pretty incredible research as far as improving testosterone levels, sexual performance, and also sperm count. So for those of you who are brand new to my channel, my name is Lucas, the founder of Ergogenic Health. And if you really want to optimize your health, please do yourself a favor and subscribe and hit that like button down below, as it does help to support this channel. So ultimately in today's video, what I'll uncover is a very potent Ayurvedic or Indian herb known as Anacyclus pyrethrum. One of the biggest drawbacks associated with testosterone boosters and even going on testosterone replacement therapy or TRT is the reliance factor. Now, many men out there want to feel highly energetic, have high testosterone, and just dominate life without having to rely on a substance or a drug or a hormone to get them to their fullest potential. And that is where I believe Anacyclus pyrethrum could potentially fulfill those needs for many men around the world as far as maintaining testosterone levels even after stopping its usage. So I do want to quickly read out what they found in this particular study. After 28 days of treatment, pyrethrum and testosterone had a marked influence on body and accessory sexual organ weights as compared with Anacyclus oil. Now, Anacyclus oil was the dummy or the sham that was used here. And what they noted was that the treated male rats were more receptive and oriented towards female rats and increased precopulatory activities like licking and sniffing of female anogenital regions. The penile erection index was significantly increased with reductions in mount latency and intromission latency period. There was a 4-fold increase in the mount and a 3-fold increase in intromission frequency in treated rats, reflecting improved sexual performance. The behavioral and sexual parameters were also observed after a lapse of 7 and 15 days of discontinuance of drug treatment. So what they've highlighted in this particular study was how this particular herb can enhance sexual behavior, specifically by increasing licking and sniffing of female anogenital region, and then also improving the penile erection index, so improving erection performance. And there was a 4-fold increase in the mount and 3-fold increase in intromission frequency. So basically this herb is making male rats significantly more horny and excited for sexual activity. But what was really critical to understand in this particular study was that unlike testosterone, remember they actually used testosterone and they compared it to this particular herb, unlike testosterone, Anacyclus pyrethrum shows efficacy in rats tested after a lapse of 7 and 15 days of discontinuation of treatment. So this suggests that the drug or the herb itself has prolonged effect and capacitate the treated rats for improved sexual potential. So this is absolutely outstanding research. So now you're probably wondering, what is Anacyclus pyrethrum? Now, just bear in mind, there will be a link to actually purchase Anacyclus, a botanical extract. It will be linked down below in the video description. So if we were to dive deep into this particular herb, the roots are employed in the Ayurvedic system of medicine as a Vajikaran Rasayana, which is a category of drugs for vitality and virility. They are believed to have an aphrodisiac action, and there are numerous studies demonstrating the benefits of this particular herb as far as improving sexual behavior and also improving many parameters associated with high testosterone levels. In traditional medicine, the roots are recommended for treating toothache, salivary secretion, so improving appetite. That's actually one of the effects that I noticed when I first tried Anacyclus pyrethrum, was the massive increase in appetite, and then obviously coinciding with an increase in body weight, because I used it for about 3 weeks and then I had to stop using it. I had just too many other experiments and things going on, but I'll have to revisit that experiment just by itself without any other variables. But I did notice an increase in appetite, and it's also being used to treat angina, digestive problems, lethargy, female infertility, and even paralysis of the tongue and limbs. Other pharmacological properties of the roots include sialagogue, which is improving saliva production, aphrodisiac, immunostimulant, antidepressant, antimicrobial, insecticide, anesthetic, anti-inflammatory, anticonvulsant, antioxidant, anti-diabetic, and also a memory enhancer. So we can see that this particular herb does sound quite similar to one of my favorite herbs, cistanche, which is well known in the traditional Chinese medicine literature. However, this particular Anacyclus extract is mostly, well known in the Indian or Ayurvedic medicine system. So if we were to look at the androgenic potential of this particular extract, this study here used an aqueous extract of the roots, and it was studied for its effect on sexual behavior, spermatogenesis, and sperm count. Now, the fructose levels in the seminal vesicles of albino rats were recorded, and 2 doses of 50 and 100 milligrams per kilo of the aqueous extract was basically utilized in this particular study. Now, if we were to convert this to a human equivalent dosage, I've already inputted the data into a calculator here, so you can see the converted dose according to the weight mentioned above in this particular study is about 648 milligrams, so about 650 milligrams. That's the 50 milligrams per kilogram. We can actually increase that dosage to at least 1200 milligrams if we were to convert it from a rat dose to a human dosage. What they noted was that the sperm count and the fructose levels in the seminal vesicles were markedly increased. There was an improvement in sexual behavior of male rats, and obviously there was an increase in sperm counts as well, which was noted as quite a positive and potent effect. How does this particular herb work to increase testosterone and sexual performance? Well, supplementation of this particular extract over 28 days in rats noted a dose-dependent increase in testosterone and luteinizing hormone to approximately 2-fold of baseline. Now, that's a massive increase in testosterone in rats. Obviously, there are no human studies that I'm aware of at this time. However, in the rat study here does appear very promising. Now, what they believe is that it's thought that this particular herb acts via stimulating the hypothalamus, as the alkylamide class of molecules also found in spilanthes also work in this manner. Now, if we were to sort of sum up some of the major benefits of Anacyclus, it's an amazing herb for libido stimulation and improving sperm count and sperm volume. It increases testosterone levels in rats, enhances fertility, has no negative feedback, no shutdown. Its effects last for many days after stopping its usage, so you could easily use it for, let's say, 4 weeks and then stop abruptly and still get a lot of the benefits. And then it's also got some pretty interesting research as far as improving memory performance as well. This next study here was looking at the chemical composition, analgesic, anti-inflammatory, and wound healing properties of Anacyclus. And this was really interesting. They're looking at how Anacyclus can actually interact with the endocannabinoid system. Now, this is really interesting research that the isobutylamide, which is one of the chemical compositions or chemical constituents found within Anacyclus, does appear to bind to this cannabis CB2 receptor more strongly than endogenous cannabinoids. So this is a completely different pathway for enhancing sexual performance, testosterone, or libido. Is actually working on the cannabinoid pathway, which oftentimes we get so obsessive about boosting, or at least I get very obsessive about boosting dopamine specifically for that sexual performance and testosterone. But we can see here that perhaps the cannabinoid pathway is a very powerful pathway to, mediate some of the pro-sexual, pro-testosterone effects. These are some of the other chemicals found within this particular herb. You can go through that there. So if you guys really want to learn more about my exact testosterone optimization protocol, please do yourself a favor and check out my free testosterone optimization training. You'll see that linked down below in the video description, where that's a free training that goes through some strategies that I've utilized to boost my testosterone levels naturally. And if you also want a high quality source of Anacyclus roots, you will also see that linked down below in the video description, so be sure to check that out. Otherwise, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you found this research as exciting as I did. Please do like the video. It does help with the YouTube algorithm, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.